Hi, this is Chuck with ABR Industries. We've updated the website with a number of changes over the last month. Hopefully you've been on our site and noticed some of the things we've done. We've tried to make it a little bit cleaner, more concise to find the information that you're looking for. In this video, I want to show a new feature which we have, which is going to be on our builders, whether it's the amateur radio products, colored sheath items, or commercial builder. They all function the same way, where they're going to have a multiple step or staging. So what you can see here is, first and foremost, there's some information, whether it's cable descriptions, which talks about the different cable types, the data sheets that can go with it with all of the different charts, size information, and other data details, the color sheath options, but I will also show you that we've included that in the builder in a different fashion, and also our connector types. And what I mean by that is our connector types now will be a PDF that will open, and you can certainly then go in and see all the different options that are available, just in case you're not as familiar with the nomenclature. So I'm going to take an example with the colored sheaths because there's a few extra steps in there today. First and foremost is picking off the cable. So I'm going to pick the 240 Ultraflex, which is our replacement product from the old RG8X. With that, you will see the different color options that you can choose from for your cable assembly. I'm going to pick in this example the orange cable. So by doing so, what you can see here is then going into the next step, which will then start to break down some of the different features. First is the length. So I'm going to put this at 35 feet. And then for your connector options, I'm going to do a couple things. One is I'm going to include our new FME PL combo on one side so that it's an easy change assembly and you can get different adapter options for that. And then on the other end, I'm going to do a fixed BNC male. So from that, I have my length, connector option A, and connector option B. Then going into the next step, I can see there's other breakdowns. So for example, those of you that don't have test equipment, we can do that testing for you. You can just simply click yes if you're interested in that. And then also with the ferrites, if you have common mode issues, if you're looking to help your noise floor and your performance of your cable assembly, we have 3 different options. I'm going to pick the 5, which is one of our more common types. And just remember, these are Series 31 ferrites. So with that, the last piece is personalization. So if you are somebody that takes your cables out on the road, on the field, different events, you always want to try to get those back. So I'm just going to plug in my name and my call sign information into there, which is, we will print this out on both sides of the cable assembly. If you've seemingly made a mistake or want to change anything, you can always hit the previous key. And then the last component is just how many cables. In this case, I just want 1 today. So by adding that into the cart does a few things for you now that's a little bit different. One is it breaks down all the different components from the length, the ferrite options, and the tubing. Also, because all of our connectors are discrete parts, it will label what those connector parts are and show you pictures of that. So if there's any concern, you can see the product before you do go ahead and purchase the item. So then there's another piece, which is applying the checkout fields. But before I do that, I just decided, you know what, I want one standard 3-foot jumper to go with my assembly set. So once again, in the builder, I would just go ahead and bring up my cable type, which was the 240 product. I'll make that just a standard 3-footer. But in this case, you know what? I changed my mind. I want to make it an 18-incher. So now we have a new feature, which is the fractional footage. So you can change the length to 1.1, 1.2. It's just divide by 12, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this a BNC to a N-type connector because I've just got a strange setup. So I'm going to plug that in, and in this case I don't need any additional testing and I don't want to put any ferrites on there, but I like to have my cables, so I'm going to put my name and my call sign information on there. to make it easy for me to reference. So add that to the cart, and then once again in the cart, you can go in and see everything that you've got there, from the cable, the connector types, and the configuration that you've applied. Then what you can do is go into the checkout field. So when you do the checkout field, a couple things happen. One is all of the discounts will be automatically applied. So as you can see, we're running a 20% promo for the holidays, so that example is there. During the normal times of the year, the fields will automatically populate to the 10, 15, and 20% fields accordingly. You can plug in your card information or use PayPal. You can also sign up for our marketing information. Those are those emails that we send out once a week. We don't try to spam you too much. We don't try to hit you with too much information. We're just trying to keep you informed as far as what's going on with this business. But from there, everything else is straightforward. If you have a YouTuber, just go ahead and click there and enter the code. It will already show the discounts applied, but the YouTuber will get credit for the sale. And then you can plug in your name, your call sign or company name information, and address, and all the other good stuff. If you need to ship to another location, just so you know, you can click on this box here, and then it will automatically just allow you to add that location. If not, it will assume that your bill to and ship to is the same. So that's it for our new feature with our website. You can reach out to us at abrind.com. You can call us at 713-492-2722 or send an email to info@abrind.com. Thank you.